Open range 3X model 377 FLR front living room here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a fun one. This one is awesome. There's a lot of cool things going on here. We've put some options into it, and there's often mid-year updates, so keep in mind. I tend to reuse this video pretty much for an entire model year, unless there's a massive update. So the video here may look a little different from the one we have in stock. Even something as simple as the fabric decor, probably potentially different from the one we have in stock. Let's get moving here. This is just an absolute beauty. She is a quintuple slide. That's 5, if you're familiar with Latin morphographs. Thank you, Mrs. Vasey from 5th grade, for teaching me the word morphographs. You know, the 3X is very unique. Everything from Open Range is very unique in a lot of ways. Now, this is a floor plan that is very, very popular. And very quickly, manufacturers boiled down the aspects folks really like. So you will see a couple similar layouts to this one. But it's not an Open Range and it's not a 3X. Though it is windy outside, so if the wind's eating up this camera, man, I'm sorry. So the whole reason it's called 3X is because it has 3-inch walls. The walls are 50% thicker. That means 50% stronger, 50% more insulation. The insulation package in this thing is pretty much beyond compare. A lot of manufacturers, you know, anything in this class basically has an enclosed underbelly with like a layer of insulation on top of the enclosure and a forced air heat duct. That's fine, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually very good. Open Range takes it a step above. You have your underbelly skin. You have a layer of double-sided Astro Radiant foil on there, which basically is just a heat reflector, essentially. On top of that, they throw a layer of residential batten insulation just because they can. Up inside there, that's where you have your enclosed tank section. That's where your tanks are hung. Now, what's neat is they don't just force air down into the underbelly. Once you, a lot of manufacturers have a heat duct in the underbelly, yes, but they don't have a hot air return. So it's a capsule. Once you pressurize a capsule, it stops working. So what they've done is on top of the tank enclosures, you have another layer of batten insulation, another layer of that thermal foil. Now on top of that, they actually run a heat exhaust that goes up to your bathroom floor. So you're heating your underbelly, which then heats your bathroom floor, and it does circulate hot air around your tanks. It's not an enclosed capsule, and that's where this is so superior. You have double the floor insulation for most anything else in this class, which is basically means double the floor insulation of anything else out there. You do have a hot air circulating return, and we have extra insulation on top of that. Plus, we have thicker walls. It's just incredible what they do here. Couple neat things. They use 20-pound tanks, yes, but they use more of them. There's an extra tank on the other side. They give you the hookups to add a 4th one if you want, for up to 80 pounds of propane capacity. And notice that the tanks slide out to you. These are easier to exchange, guys. You don't have to lug around a heavy, bulky, difficult 30-pound tank. Also, if it's Sunday and you run out of gas, go to the gas station and swap one out if you need to. You can. Your baggage doors are all fully insulated and laminated. You know, so again, you're not losing heat here. And I love the strong arm stabilizers down here. This is a big girl. This is wide body. That's something else not many fifth wheels can say, not many RVs period can say. So that extra width would make it kind of tipsy. So to counteract that, they have these strong arm stabilizers on the front auto leveler legs as well as the back ones. So this has auto levelers with the superior stabilization system that you see here. Frameless windows, of course. High gloss skin, of course. They're the screw trim, and we'll see more of that on the back, but I just noticed it up along the roof line. It made me think about it. They use aluminum screw trim, not plastic, so it's not going to shrink and expand in the heat. It's not going to get brittle. It's not going to fail. We've put a big residential refrigerator in this one, so they include a 1,000-pound, jeez, oh Pete's, 1,000-watt, there we go, inverter. So you can run that going down the road. You don't want anything less than a 1,000-watt inverter on these big residential refrigerators, because the moment you try to use anything else, you'll trip stuff. This gives you all the juice to actually use it properly. Fully enclosed, insulated docking center here so that everything is tucked nicely out of the way. You know, your sidewalls of your slide outs, also insulated, also laminated, and that's an area a lot of manufacturers leave out. They won't insulate the side of the slide outs. Nobody thinks about it because all they see is the outside skin. You think that's the same as that wall, right? Most of the time it is not. Bigger, giant Westlake radial tires on a massive, bulky Equal Flex suspension. Look at the head on that sucker. That is there to help soak up all the kinetic energy and shocks and jolts at ground level before it gets translated into your walls and forward. But remember, 50% thicker wall means 50% more structure. Even your little storage compartment on the back side of the bed slide out here has you know, your full slam latch door complement. So everything is a touch above. Front and rear cap, so this is a 2-cap system. Tap danceable roof, not just a walk roof. It is extremely strong. The ladder here can be removed, which I like. So if you don't like the look of the ladder on the back, or you don't want it there, not a problem. Throw it in the underbelly, put it in the shed, do whatever you want with it. It's not a big deal. You can get it out of the way. All LED taillights on this rear cap, by the way. LED markers, giant LED taillights down here. Both entry doors are keyless. You have keyless entry pads on both entry doors, which I thought was super cool. So if you're going inner tubing, or if you're going biking or kayaking, you don't have to bring your keys with you so that they don't accidentally fall out of your pocket. Front and rear steps are both quad steps. They both have the larger entry handle, so they didn't chintz on one. And this is even a wider entry door. You don't usually get the full width entry door in the back. Now this is something very cool. You have 2 power awnings. You see that break in the middle? You have 2 separate dedicated one-touch power awnings, and it is one touch. You tap the button, it extends fully and stops. It even has an extra rain brake on it so that it will not have water buildup issues. And you have 2 of those. Now if you look really, really close, you see a shiny skin on that awning, on both of them. This is called FlexGuard or Fabric Shield, or different words for it. Long story short, it's a essentially almost invisible barrier to help protect your awning materials from harsh weather effects and sun. It is a very cool thing. And if you're looking for big giant windows, we just found them. Look at this thing. The other thing I really like about Open Range, they're one of a very select number of manufacturers that have a true 2-year warranty. Open Ranges is even transferable. I don't know of anyone else that's doing that. So they have a double length warranty, and they also have first-year roadside assistance. That's pretty cool. Both entry doors have these giant windows, by the way. I think we've killed enough of the outside. Let's hop inside for you here. I'm moving pretty quick, guys. I've passed at least 8-10 things I'd like to talk about so far, but there's so much to cover on this that a quick video is not going to do it. So one thing I like to point out, when you stand back here, you notice you've got excellent quality lights on this thing. It goes from dead to alive in a heartbeat. Now, this is very residential in that you have a set of kitchen lights. You have a set of living room lights, bathroom, bedroom. You have 4-zone lighting. And again, you just have easy switches right on the wall. This does have a barreled roof all the way through the entire thing. By the way, living room light right there as you come in. Man, it just really bright. Look how it just came to life in here. So let's just get started in the kitchen since this is where we're standing. All solid surface countertops. We have nicer hardware. You hear that's not plastic. So we've got, like, you know, actual residential style hardware in the kitchen. You know, stainless undermounted sink. These are not things that are hard to find in this segment, but they are worth noting. What I do like to point out too is that all of the countertops are all that solid surface. Look at this gorgeous pantry, and with the mirrored door on there, it just adds that extra feeling of depth and openness to the kitchen. In the kitchen here, we've got a couple cool things going on. I like to point out that all their AC runs are double ducted, by the way. More on the AC system in a minute. We have a skylight here just to let in some extra ambient light. Ooh, I like that clock. That is cute. All of your doors are all hardwood, as is all this stuff. So, you know, you're not looking at pressboard and whatnot, and everything's screwed together, not glued together. All your, you know, hinges are hidden hinge, so it is seamless and looks great. This is all a true backsplash. You see how this trim here, how thick that is. We have all real backsplash back here, and that actually continues over here. So you have, like I said, a defined kitchen space you don't normally get in a fifth wheel. They stole this idea from a motorhome, and I love it. The fact that they recessed the stove, and that's still the bigger 22-inch stove, not a smaller 16, and then they put a solid surface cover over top of that. There's outlets over there too. And notice, here's your stove cover, and here's more fixed countertop. Most of us are right-handed. Most of us are, when we're done stirring, we set the spoon to the right. That is smart the way they built that. And if you're lefty, you're used to dealing with things that are tricky. I am sorry. It's just an everyday thing for you. Big convection microwave. Throw a small turkey in there on Thanksgiving if you're a campsite chef. Of course, the giant Frigidaire residential refrigerator, and again, with the inverter, you can run that going down the road. And I love this hutch right here. This is very cool. I don't know what it is. This always, with the curvatures and things, there's a slight Western motif here. You know, a little bit of that cowboy feel. And I think that really ties in well with Open Range because they are really outlandish and kind of pioneers in their industry. More storage here in the kitchen. I really wanted to show you that drawer right there. The fact that they actually include a trash can. And here we have 4 of these big full extension pull-out drawers right into the island. Not to mention the 4 more over there. You have tons of storage space in this kitchen. It's absolutely awesome. And again, everything is real wood, not chintz. I didn't get a chance to see the color scheme on this one. Hold on, guys, just a second. Yes, my cheat sheet's in here. This is called Stone. Well, isn't that simple? Just Stone. I expected some kind of fancy name like Espresso or something like that, but hey, here we go. This is called Stone, and it's got a very sweet look. Now, your theater seat has the extra little like saddle imprint on it in a sense. The sleeper sofas over here, and these are both, by the way, tri-fold memory foam sleeper sofas. They literally kiss in the middle. This is the world's giant mega bunk right here. It is awesome. Now, obviously, Entertainment Central is right front and center here. We've got a 58-inch Furion flat screen with dual sound bars and another Furion Bluetooth DVD system over here. You can actually even take phone calls on that thing if you want. It can be a wireless hands-free phone unit. You know, when you're sitting down here in the theater seat, you want to talk a true home theater experience, buddy, you got it. Or if you like to sit over here and kick a foot up and read a book, you have little reading lights up there I don't even have turned on yet. You know, you've got identical opposing slides here. But man, look at that thing right there. The big flat screen here, check this out, has a little hidden storage compartment. And this is, I love this right here, because this is good for like keeping all of your movies and whatnot. My grandfather, bless his heart, would call this his Baptist medicine cabinet. Now, I've seen a lot of things that have the giant TV. I haven't seen a lot of them that have this big, hidden TV storage section. Now, even down here at your little hearth section, made this look and feel really residential with the split. By breaking this up, both sides have residential outlets. Now, over here, we also have a set of USB plugs and whatnot, so you have a nice tucked-away phone charging station. I really, really like that. Of course, all your windows open for ventilation. It is an option, but 9 times out of 10 on a 3X, we will upgrade these to your thermal windows. So, once again, you've got thicker walls, more insulation in the ceiling, the floor, all kinds of stuff. Oh, a couple things I was going to talk about while I was up here. This is a full walk-in height ceiling. I'm 6'3". I have no problems walking around in here. Even if I still had hair, I'd still be able to walk around in here. 1, this is taller, but 2, it's got a barreled ceiling to it, and this is a really good spot to see that. The other thing I was telling you more about the AC later. A lot of air conditioner systems just stop. They just terminate when you get to the end of the trailer. An Open Range wraps around. So remember how I talked about the cycling of air in the underbelly? You get the cycling of air in the ceiling too. If it just terminated, you'd get back pressure in those lines, and you start to get really poor airflow up here. Well, now you don't have that problem, because your front living room and your rear bedroom, which is what this is, they both get equally good airflow as compared to the middle of the RV, which not everything can say. Love that big window next to that seating space, by the way. Stepping down here, just give you a quick pass around the kitchen from the other direction. Beautiful. They've really got their appointments nailed down here. And again, just a quick little flick of a switch, and there we go. Now, this dining table, it is a double extension. This thing can extend even further here. It extends out to about that far if you want it to. You can still walk around. There are 2 extension leaves in here. So this is a true extension table. It's not just a 4-person dinette. It could be a 6 or 7 pretty easily. So again, if you're looking for those big family meals, this one can get that done for you. Let's see here. I'm going to save a little power as we go through because I am on just a little battery. This is a big girl. Moving through our bedroom space here, once again, bang, lights, lights, camera, action. Floor to ceiling, massive linen storage space over here. And if you're looking for plenty of legroom, they're not hurting for storage space and length in here. Notice I've got long legs. I'm stretched right out. I'm not, you know, choking up here at all. Now, here in the bathroom, they have a sealed resin countertop, so that when we're splashing water around the sink, if some gets a little loose, it's not going to sponge and cause problems, guys. This is absolutely awesome. Even in the bathroom, still hidden hinge cabinetry. You've got 3 of these big drawers here in the bathroom. GFI protected circuit, so you know we don't accidentally fry ourselves. The biggest medicine cabinet I've ever seen, ever, and I've seen a lot. I bet I've seen more than you. And now, since it's so tall, because the bathroom's on the lower deck of the fifth wheel, you're never going to reach that fan. Even me with my long arms and tall body can't reach that. So they build a wall controller in here. And we have a seamless shower with a sitting area. Ladies, if you need to sit to shave your legs, folks, if you've had knee or back work and you need to sit down, you can do that. Now, the camera might fall. My apologies. I'm going to do something a little crazy here. If you've seen some of my videos, you probably know what's coming. Let me see if I can get this thing steady. But watch this here. Oh, there, she finally fell. But this is not a walkable shower, guys. This is a jumpable shower. You can do jumping jacks in here. It's not going to hurt a darn thing. Even, I mean, you know, real hardware. You know, you're just getting stuff that's by far a step above and a cut above here. This is, by the way, this door right here, this door style is called a French door when it has the window. Let me kick some light on because it's a little tough to see. There we go. When you see the window in here in the RV industry, they call that a French door. It allows some light interchange, and it makes the camper feel a little more open and breathable without actually making it bigger, you know? So, beautiful rear bedroom. Now, one of the things I really like about this one, this is a king bed. This floor plan was built, designed from day one, from the ground up, with a king bed in mind. And that is a true king bed that king sheets will fit. And the reason I say that, the reason it's important to me, by the way, there's extra drawers below the closet here. We'll get to that in a minute. You actually have walkable legroom beside this bed. That's a little dark. My apologies. But you can actually walk around this bed. It is not a, tiptoe around bed where you have to do the travel trailer shuffle. Same on this side. They built this with room in mind. They built this slide extra tall so you get both larger vent through windows as well as overhead storage, guys. Now, we have made this a 30,000 BTU central air system by adding a second centralized AC, not just localized, but centralized AC. So you can't get really more air power in a 50 amp coach than this. Floor to ceiling storage back here. Like I said, they have extra drawer space down here, and I love that because it actually brings the closet floor up slightly, which actually kind of creates an extra shelf. So by creating drawers, we create, as a byproduct, an additional easier to access storage space. Sliding fully mirrored wardrobe doors here. They have lights in the closet so you can see in there. Stackable, ready, washer, dryer, prepped cabinet back here. And if you don't want to do that, you've got the biggest closet ever. Ladies, if your husband gets out of line, lock him in there. Or throw him up there. That is so big up there, he could sleep up there. Throw a flat screen mount against the bracket right here, or against the cabinet, as it were. And again, hardwood stuff going on. You know, hardwood tabletops, not pressboard or anything like that. All plywood constructed drawers on full glides coming out for dresser space. Notice that again, we have cell phone and like device charging stations here, so you can have your phones nearby. And just as an added little bonus, I love this. You walk in your rear door, and you've got a coat closet right handy. So if it's spring or fall and you're kind of, coat in the morning, no coat in the afternoon, this is the perfect RV for that. I've yammered for a solid 19 minutes at this point, and I can still think of a lot more things to cover, guys. I can't cover it all in one video. At some point, you need to give us a call, or you got to come see this thing in person. It's a significant investment. Please don't take my word for it. I encourage you to come and do your own research and visit this thing, because I think you're going to catch the bug the way I did. And I believe in this coach. We're a big open range dealer. We're going to be. We're very happy with what we get out of them. They're ace people who are left of center, but they hit things head on. They've had products in the past that had a problem. They stand behind it. They fix it. That's why they've doubled warranty. Consider that. They are willing to put twice as much of their money in a very high-level product as compared to almost everybody else out there. That speaks volumes to me. So give us a call, 800-256 5196 Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, happy camping, everyone.